What if I told you that India's Chandrayaan 2 mission came incredibly close to making history on the moon? And then something unexpected happened. For years, people have wondered, what exactly happened to the Vikram Lander during its final moments? Was it a technical failure, a software problem? Or was it simply one of the toughest challenges in space exploration? Today, we uncover the mystery. On a historic day, ISRO launched one of the most ambitious missions in India's space program, Chandrayaan 2. The mission included an orbiter, a lander called Vikram, and a rover named Pragyan. The objective was clear. India wanted to achieve a soft landing near the moon's south polar region, an area that had remained largely unexplored. After a long journey through space, the spacecraft successfully entered lunar orbit. Everything appeared to be going perfectly. Excitement was growing across the country. Scientists, engineers, and millions of people watched closely as Vikram began its descent toward the lunar surface. As the lander moved closer to the moon, the atmosphere inside the Mission Control Center became tense. Every stage of the landing process was being monitored carefully. The initial braking phase worked successfully. The lander reduced its speed and continued moving toward its target. Everything seemed under control. Then came the most critical phase of the mission. Suddenly, communication with Vikram was lost. The signal disappeared. The control room fell silent. No one knew exactly what had happened. Millions of people waited anxiously for answers. Following detailed analysis, ISRO discovered that the lander's descent had not gone exactly as planned. During the final stages of landing, the spacecraft experienced difficulties controlling its speed and trajectory. The onboard systems attempted to make corrections. However, the situation became increasingly difficult to manage. As a result, the lander was unable to achieve a smooth touchdown and instead made a hard impact on the lunar surface. Although communication had been lost, the mission was far from over. The Chandrayaan 2 orbiter continued its work around the moon. It kept collecting valuable scientific data and sending important information back to Earth. Later, images from lunar observation missions helped scientists identify the location of the Vikram lander on the moon. The mystery of its disappearance was finally understood. But the most important part of this story was not the setback, it was the lesson. ISRO carefully studied every detail of the mission. Engineers analyzed the problems, improved the systems, and prepared for another attempt. Every challenge became an opportunity to learn. Years later, India returned to the moon with Chandrayaan 3. This mission carried the experience, knowledge, and lessons learned from Chandrayaan 2. The result was historic. The Vikram lander successfully touched down near the moon's south polar region. India became one of the few nations to achieve a successful lunar landing. Sometimes, success is built upon earlier setbacks. Chandrayaan 2 did not end as planned, but it opened the path to an even greater achievement. Its story reminds us that true progress comes from learning, improving, and never giving up. And that is why Chandrayaan 2 remains one of the most inspiring missions in the history of space exploration. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next Science and Space Mystery. Every great success begins with the courage to try again.